Okay. Hey, what's up? Welcome. I made this video 5 minutes ago, and I couldn't bring myself to post it because I was too self-conscious about how unpresentable I was representing myself as. But I'm going to make it again because I don't feel like, it's not even that I don't feel like it, like I don't really have, I think more than anything I'm concerned about the redness in my eyes. I don't have any eye drops, so it's not really going to get any better than this, and the video's got to get posted today, period. Welcome. I'm making this video because I want to share with you, this is my progress on my habit building so far. I will put a link in the description, but recently I posted a video about habit change, and I did say that I would use my YouTube channel to hold myself accountable. So this video is just an update on how my habit changes have been going. My eyes are red because I went to bed late and I had 2 cocktails yesterday, and I'm losing my voice because I apparently was yelling over the music at the place that I was visiting with a friend of mine. So, you know, that's what happens when you live in a city and you try to socialize. And I am already self-conscious about this, so no need to mention anything. But that's what's going on with me, and that's why I'm like this. Anyway, that aside, habits. So the last time one of the recent videos I made was about posting habits, whatever. And one of the things that I mentioned was, and I don't really know how I described this, but effectively, I've been attempting the practice suggested by James Clear about finding an alternative reward system to replace the instant gratification that comes with practicing bad habits. So he makes this absolutely phenomenal point that when you have a bad habit, the reason why it can be hard to break in favor of a good habit is that good habits reward you later, whereas bad habits reward you now. So if you want to compete with your negative behaviors, then one of the things that you need to do is reward yourself in the present for things that you're doing well right now. And the best thing that I could come up with for lack of imagination and effort and time was a post-it note system centered on the things that I'm eating. And I'll share for insight. I'm focused on, here's my post-it wall, which I showed you in the other video. And never you mind about the status of my room or my bed. But every time I ate the right thing, I got to put a pink post-it on the wall, and every time I had something that I shouldn't have eaten that day, I put a yellow post-it note on the wall. All right, let's put her back where she was. Okay, and the reason why I'm doing this, none of your business. Just kidding. Well, yeah, I have to monitor what I'm eating because I'm dealing with a illness that is a result of mold exposure that for me is manifested in autoimmunity and inflammation. And so I have to keep a very particular diet that isn't necessarily healthy for everyone, but you know, is required for me for a period of time to reduce inflammation. And it's a very restrictive diet, and it's very hard for me to stick to. And as you can see, I haven't been entirely successful. And that's my update, but there's more. And it is that although by just looking at the wall, you can see that there are more yellow post-its indicating failure than pink post-it notes, which would indicate success. Merely a byproduct of observing myself and knowing that I would be observed actually has resulted in cumulatively over the last 30 days of me eating far less foods that would aggravate me than I normally would. And so really, even though my behavior has not been perfect because my goals were aspirational, I sit here before you, although I don't look my best, as someone whose health has actually significantly improved over the last 30 days. And the way that I'm measuring that is via my mood. I have an improved mood generally, right? It's not, I don't daily have this lightness, but overall, I'm noticing a shift in an ability to be more social, lighthearted, and optimistic, because your gut is very closely related to your brain. So I definitely notice neural shifts, energy, right? And reduced inflammation. That's how I'm measuring my success. So merely measuring what I'm doing has improved my behavior, although my statistics are not flawless. And that is not new information. I don't have a PhD in behavioral science or anything, but many people do. And what I'm doing is just practicing a behavior that has already been studied and proven to improve habits. And that behavior is just measuring, because what gets measured gets managed. And I'm sure you've heard that old adage previously. So the update 6 minutes into the video is that I'm not perfect. I am flawed, clearly. However, measuring my behavior has improved my habits. So my first suggestion, the first takeaway from this video is to just measure what you're doing without even any intent to change. It will change, I think, judging from my results. The second thing that and the same result, the same thing that I can express to you, another piece of anecdotal evidence to support this statement or idea, are the results that I've been having from measuring my finances. So every day I've also been monitoring my spending habits, because I would like to change them. And so every day I've just written down in a simple note on my phone how much money I spent. And if required, I also write where I spent it. And if required, I would write what I spent it on, because if it's a place that I visit frequently, I will often ask myself, why the hell did I go to the grocery store 6 times that day? I'm exaggerating, but so I'll be like, okay, well, I had to go back to buy butter, bread, whatever, eggs. Anyway, so just the simple act of writing down how much money I'm spending has made me more mindful about my spending habits, which has significantly improved my behavior with spending over the last 4 weeks. So I highly recommend merely measuring yourself. There are studies that also show that when people feel like they are being observed, they behave differently. And depending upon who the observer is or the context, they will often do the right thing. And I don't think you really need to be a scientist to know that that would be true for you as well, right? It's uncomfortable. The final thing that I'll say is that I've been using a vision board that I created. It's like the quote in the center is, do not dwell on the shortcomings of yourself or others, because that can be very critical. But anyway, this is a spread. I made a spread. I made multiple spreads, but that's the only one I'm going to share with you today. Well, I'll share this one as well. I have a goal of, I hesitate to share too much because I don't want the sharing of the goal to satisfy me. I want the achieving of the goal to satisfy me, so I don't want to over describe what my plans are. I'd rather just do them. But anyway, for the sake of vulnerability and helping someone else with the same, effectively, there are places I would like to go and things I would like to do. And so I found images that make me feel like I'm in that place. And every day I've been looking at them and experiencing them, not just observing them, not just looking at the images, but like I found images and I blew them up to a size that would make me, push me into the place. And then I envision myself doing the things that the people are doing, if there are people in the image, because I am exercising this acronym for behavior change, the author of which, I can't remember the person I learned this from, is what I'm trying to say, but I will link his video in the description because I think that he's brilliant, and his suggestions have been really helpful. But effectively, behavior change is influenced by the acronym FEAR, which stands for focus, emotion, agitation, and repetition. And the focus and emotion portion of influencing behavior change or influencing change in my life has been supported by having visual aids to do so. And I particularly have enjoyed looking at them in the morning. It's not necessarily immediately upon waking up, but definitely before I leave the house that day. And I don't have any results to share with you about that today because I'm recording from New York and not Europe or Asia or the Middle East. But I have a sneaking suspicion that I'm on my way there, and that update will be saved for another video. I hope that you enjoyed seeing me in this natural state. I hope that this video is an example of my commitment to habits, because regardless of how unpresentable I'm finding myself today, which is quite contrary to my typical vanity, I am still going to create and post this video because I'm committed to posting regularly. And so I hope that I hope that I'm being a beacon for you. And I hope that you will engage with me in the comments, and I want to hear, because I want to hear what are you doing? How's your behavioral change process going? What tactics are you using? What's helping? What's hindering? Let's be part of this community together, because another studied and proven way of changing behavior is to have people around you who support you in doing so. Well, anyway, with all that being said, my stomach is growling, my voice is gone. I'm gonna make some tea and eat some breakfast, and I'll see you in the next video.